Basically, I think of myself as running the band's business side. So, I do pretty much anything and everything related to their non-performance and non-writing. So, I get publishing deals, record deals, we hire agents, business managers, attorneys, and make sure everyone's doing their jobs, oversee marketing, work with the record labels, pretty much anything you can think of.
So catch all. And how about you, Duffy?
I focus primarily on the bookings of the shows. So I work in concert with the manager and whoever else is on the team and the actual artists themselves of who opens up for who and what the ticket price is going to be and what venue and what opportunities we pursue.
Excellent. So I guess the big question is then we should start here so we can kind of set up the rest of this. When does an act need a manager? When does an act need a booking agent?
Well, I mean, it's definitely a tricky thing, right? I mean, I think when you need a manager is oftentimes when your business is outpacing what you're able to handle, I think. Sometimes managers will get involved earlier because they're very excited about an act and very excited about the music they're making and the potential for where it might go. But generally, I think there is a baseline of establishment that has to be there for a manager to get really excited because we are paid entirely on commission. So, it can be a long, long labor of love before you see a dime as an artist. Also, they have to go through a long process before they get to that point. But I do think it's something when you need to have doors open, when you're, oftentimes you've toured some, you've built up a fan base, the start of your fan base, you've written songs that are ready to be recorded, maybe they're already recorded, you need to shop for a record deal. Like those are all, I think, things that need to happen well before you have a manager.
And a booking agent, does that come before or after a manager?
It's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, like Don said, it's different for different folks, but I mean, sometimes I kind of think of it like when you want to build a team of people around an artist, or an artist wants to build a team around themselves, it's maybe the commerce side is getting so large, it's getting in the way of the bohemia side of their business. And as far as from an agent's perspective, it seems like agents are signing earlier and earlier these days. It's getting kind of crazy.
Earlier, you don't mean age, you mean earlier in a band's life cycle.
In the life cycle, yeah, sorry, in the life cycle. Like we call them baby bands. Like that's an artist that really means no ticket value. They're at the infant stage of their career. What
if grandma buys like 10 tickets?
Pardon me?
What if grandma buys like 10 tickets to every show?
Well, then it's totally different.
Right. So what would you say would be like the minimum market or minimum draw in your home market? Would you say 100 people is a good sort of like bottom benchmark before you start having a serious conversation, or are we talking like 1,000 people?
It kind of goes all over. Like I signed an artist quite a while ago, actually here in San Francisco, who was unheard of and did their first gig outside their hometown. And I mean, frankly, I just jumped in there and on her own merits, I just thought it was amazing and stuck my neck out, and I was right with time and effort. She's grown up. But I also recently signed an artist who has never had an agent but with a management company, but was already selling thousands of tickets in quite a few cities. And it's just they couldn't handle the business anymore, and they're ready to go into a mainstream sort of system. So it really is kind of, I wish there was a set, easy answer for that, but there kind of isn't.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with Duffy on that there isn't an easy answer for when you're ready necessarily, but I do think it's true that when you start building up a fan base and people are coming to see your shows and you are able to draw people outside of your hometown, people will start to notice that and pay attention to that. I do think people inside the music industry are always looking for exciting new artists to work with, and as the momentum builds, I think we will start hearing about it. I know labels are always looking, they're always mining to try and find out what's happening, like is there something happening out there that we don't know about,